Bridget, come here. Come here. I know a hater when I see one. I know a hater when I see one. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is TammyTalks. We are here for a new season of the Ultimatum Queer Love. This is season 2. We're going to talk about episodes 1, 2, and 3 in this video. I have not seen 4, 5, and 6 yet, so 1, 2, and 3. That's all we're going to talk about, all right? So before we get started, if you guys are brand new to the channel or a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I recently hit 40,000 subs. I'm at 41. My goal is to hit 45,000 subs by August 1st. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up the video. Make sure you guys are thumbsing up the video. And then, as always, leave your comments down below, just on episodes 1, 2, and 3, okay? So, I will have the picture somewhere up here on the screen for some of the people, for the couples, but I will not have pictures up throughout the duration of the video. I'm going to say that up front, so nobody asks, okay? So we're going to start with episode 1. Either you want to marry me or you don't. So for those of you that are brand new to the Ultimatum, the premise of the show is that there are 6 couples. One half of the couple wants to be married. The other half has some apprehension. They're not there yet. So they come on the show where they are going to date other couples that are in the same predicament they are in. They're going to live with these new people for the first 3 weeks. After that, for the second 3 weeks, you're going to go back to your original couple. And then at the end of that 3 weeks, it is up to you to decide if you are going to move forward with the new person that you were coupled with, your old couple, or if you're going to choose yourself and go home single. All right. So we start off with AJ and Brittany. So they have been together for 5 years. Brittany issued the ultimatum to AJ. AJ said, look, I want to be in a place where I can give her everything. AJ said that Brittany is basically a go-getter. She's been knocking down goals one after one, and she wants to give her the world because she feels that Brittany does deserve the world, okay? She wants to be Brittany's knight in shining armor, and she's scared that she's going to wake up one day and Brittany does not love her anymore, and whoever she marries, she feels kind of has to be the right one. Now, Brittany is hoping that they didn't come here as a mistake. It was a mistake. Brittany, I can tell you it was a mistake because y'all are playing with y'all relationships. I would never understand it. So we then get to Marie and Mel. So they have been together for 4 years. Now, Marie does not want marriage or kids because she, like, something about Mel rubs me the wrong way. So Mel kept saying this whole, this whole in sickness and in health, for better or worse. She has trouble with that. Girl, what? What? I looked up everybody's pronouns. Okay, everybody is she, her. Kyle and Brittany are she, they. Okay, just if I slip up, please charge it to my head and not my heart. Okay, so then we have Haley and Pilar. I don't like Pilar's ass. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I don't fool with Pilar, okay? They have been together for 10 years. Haley has issued Pilar the ultimatum. She wants to get married. Girl, 10 years? Yes! At this point, I want to be married. The fuck? So Pilar's family does not support her, and she wants to be able to give Haley the wedding she deserves, which in according to Pilar, is going to involve both families being there. Now, Pilar, is it that you want to give her the wedding she deserves or the marriage? Because there are 2 different things. The wedding itself is for everybody else, right? The wedding is not for Haley. The wedding is for your friends and your family. The marriage is for y'all. Sounds like a cop-out, Pilar. Sounds like a cop-out. We then get to Dana and Megan. They've been together for 1.5 years, and Megan tells Dana that initially that there's nobody here that's my type. Ain't nobody here that's my type. We'll see. So Megan is from a Lebanese family, and in her culture, nobody is out and proud like that. So her family does not want her with a woman. Her family is unsupportive of this. And Megan is basically caught between a rock and a hard place of, do I choose the woman that I love, or do I choose my family, who is my family? Okay. So Dana issued the ultimatum, and she wants Megan to stand up to her parents and demand respect. I kind of, this is tough. I feel like you should never force somebody to pick between you or their family. So this is an case. Interesting case, okay? I do like both of them. They seem alright so far. Bridget and Kyle. I don't fool with Bridget's ass. Bridget is a hater. Let me tell you that we gonna get there, but the way that Bridget was mad at AJ and tried to blow up AJ's spot, I don't fool with you, Bridget, or that mullet that you have. The audacity for you to walk around here with a mullet and you. They've been together 2.5 years. They met on a dating app. Bridget feels that marriage is not important to her. And she said that because she is already showing up in a relationship, she does not get why Kyle is so interested in marriage. And we do hear that a lot from some people that don't really fancy marriage, I guess you can call it. They don't understand what is going to be the difference between us being together the way we are as girlfriends, and then you bringing in a legalized piece of paper to make it official. So she doesn't quite understand that. um I personally believe in marriage, so I I don't know where Bridget is getting that from, but that's a conversation that I feel like her and Kyle should have had a very long time ago. That's kind of one of the first things y'all should be talking about. But I guess. So we then get Ashley and Marita. So they've been together for 3 years. Ashley feels that Marita has wandering eyes, and Marita is like, I'm trying to find what's best for me. Ma'am, like that can't be your response. That can't be your response. So Marita feels that there is more that Ashley can do. Marita is a romantic. She wants to be romanced and she wants to feel as if Ashley cares. And she's like, Ashley is just not giving her what she needs. She's just not giving her what she needs. So she's like, you need to give me a whole lot more. You need to do a whole lot more before I decide that I'm going to marry you. So Ashley is very, very ready and prepared to walk away if Marita can't marry her. This is so funny to me because any other time that we see Marita talking to somebody, Ashley is over to the side with the stank face, and it's like, baby, you brought her here. You brought her here. This blows me. So now those are the couples. So now let's get ready to date, okay? So Mel is telling date now. Let me preface this. When it comes to these dates, I'm only going to talk about the ones that I think had interesting content to them. So we're gonna breeze through these. So Mel tells Dana that Mel is short for Melissa and melodrama. Girl. So Dana lets her know that she wants somebody that is all in with her. Mel said, look, I've lived on my own since I was 16. Like, she knows that she lets Dana know that she does not have the support of her family as well. And that was a big thing with Dana, okay? So AJ was so excited to be single. AJ said, we dating? Let's date then. AJ said, I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. Let's do the damn thing. I said, AJ. AJ said, yeah, baby. AJ said, let's do it. So AJ and Marie, she connects with Marie first. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I was getting Marie and Marita confused. So if I say the wrong name for some of these conversations with AJ, I meant the other one. They weren't putting their names up on the screen enough for me. So AJ and Marie both live in Orlando. And what I gathered from this initial conversation is that AJ is intimidated by Brittany's success and low-key jealous. That's just what I got from it. Because the way that she was like, we were on even playing field, and then Brittany started knocking down all her goals, AJ still felt stagnant. I said, oh, you're jealous. And because you have some, or maybe not jealous, maybe it's just intimidation. That's what's preventing you from being fully there for Brittany, even though Brittany is like okay with the fact that she has, pulled ahead of you. So Marie feels that with Mel, who was her partner, that she has to want to be there as opposed to just feeling like she wants to be there. So I guess for Marie's perspective with Mel, Marie is just kind of feeling like I have to be with you. It's not that she necessarily wants to be there, and that's not a good feeling. So we then see AJ and Marita talk, and Marita lets us know that she's a hopeless romantic, and AJ was like, "Yeah, me too." Marita said that she wrote a 98-page story by hand on her and Ashley's relationship. Ma'am, my God, today. So we get to the first cocktail party, and this is when everybody starts to see how their ex, because there are now exes, everybody starts to see how their ex is now moving and shaking and dating right in front of them. So Marita and AJ are really rocking, and I just knew that they were going to end up together. So Ashley, on the other hand, is saying that AJ makes her feel giddy. So Ashley said that she is begging for romance. And I'm like, well, girl, so why did you issue the ultimatum? Now, again, I might have got some people confused because I feel like this is Marita, but yes. I promise you. So everybody got the same dirty blonde hair, and they were confusing me because one scene they got glasses on, the next scene they don't. Put these people's names on the screen more. Dana and Megan. So Dana clocks that Megan isn't really trying to talk to anybody else. And she was like, it's making me kind of nervous. Like, what's good? Megan is triggered by seeing Dana and Mel flirting. This was not the process for Megan. I don't know why Megan agreed to come on this show because I feel like Megan is like drowning in this. I like Megan don't want to do this. She don't. So Brittany is moping over to the side because she's not getting no action either. So AJ goes to check on her and it's like, I miss you. Brittany was like, well, make it known then. Like, and then Brittany starts crying. No. No, 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 no. I always feel that the person that issued the ultimatum does not get to cry throughout this process. You brought AJ here. You fucked around and you were about to find out. Because I would never understand for the life of me why y'all want to play with y'all relationships and y'all think that coming on a TV show where your partner that you want to marry is going to go out and date somebody else. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Brittany, I cannot feel bad for you. I can't. So that night, we see Megan go to Dana's room and she's like, I'm having a hard time letting you go and dating someone else, and I don't want to go through with this. And Dana said, well, that's too damn bad. Too damn bad. Dana doesn't know why, like, Dana's on some, why do you want to back out of this? Because things are hard? Because things are hard? I don't know if I can get past certain things. If certain things happen, I don't know if I can get past it. I want to walk away now. This might be too much for me. And I said, Megan seems like a very nice woman. She does. Megan seems like she don't bother nobody, but at the same time, you agreed to sign up for this process. You agreed to. And what I've noticed after watching, was it been 2 or 3 seasons of the heterosexual one, and this being the second season of the queer one, whenever somebody is not getting the motion and the action that they feel that they deserve on this show, they have a tendency to be ready to leave and not like the process. If Megan has somebody all up in her face with that lip service, she will be okay with the process. But you know. So that was episode 1. Are you still watching? Did you subscribe? Did you hit the like button? Let's talk episode 2. Love triangle, okay? I said, who's going to be in the triangle? Megan. We pick up where the last episode left off. Megan is saying that she doesn't want to give this a chance. She don't want to do it. Dana said, well, this is concerning because why do you want to back out of this commitment? Megan agrees to then stay and try. And my thing is, Dana, who do you have your eyes on that bad that you want to stay this bad? Because again, the same way that I always feel like if somebody agrees to sign up for this, if your partner is saying, okay, you know what, F it, you know, damn, I don't want to do this anymore. Whenever they're so intent on staying, that always gives me pause too. always gives me pause, okay? So Marita and AJ are talking the next day on the date, and Marita said that she learned self-love from having these like genetic keloid scars that are on her chest. I guess her father had them and they got passed down to her. And I was like, wow, I have never heard of keloids being genetic. That's interesting. We then see Pilar. Pilar is telling Kyle. Now get this. Pilar is dating both Kyle and Bridget, who are a couple. I said, girl, what? But Pilar is telling Kyle how she hid her relationship from her family for the past 8 years. Kyle was like, girl, me too. I haven't even come out to my family fully. You have now. You have now. So Pilar tells Bridget that she's stuck between her and Kyle. And I said, not the couple in a love triangle. That is messy. Oh my God. I feel like it's going to end in a threesome. Never mind. Stop it. Okay, so then we see AJ and Bridget on a date, okay? AJ is running the girls. So they're talking about, do you sleep naked? How do you sleep? I sleep with a t-shirt and boxers, me too. Like AJ is smooth talking these ladies, okay? They're talking about the frequency that they like to have sex and all that type of stuff. Bridget wants sex daily, okay? Meanwhile, AJ was like, it can be as sparse as 1 or 2 times a week. Like, it's okay. So AJ said that her mom is very, very open with sex, and her mother has even gone as far as to ask partners if you are pleasuring her daughter correctly. Absolutely not. No, mama. No, that is not okay to do. I wish a man's mother would ask me, so when you going down on him, are you doing it right? Ma'am, oh my God, the audacity, the gall, the gumption, the temerity. The nerve. Ugh. So Mel and Brittany are talking, and Mel keeps saying how the words and the vowels scare her. And I'm like, Mel, baby, you got to give more information than this. Because, like, you can't keep saying, like, you don't, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So Mel explains that she suffers from an illness that causes chronic pain. So the in sickness and in health scares her because there are days where she wakes up and her body is just in so much pain that she can't even get out of bed. And as she gets older, she believes it's going to get worse, and she does not want to drag her partner down with her. And Brittany reassures her, look, that's not something you can control, and the right partner is going to hold you down pound for pound. Don't even worry about that. And I feel like, Mel, talking to you, if you even think that the person that you're currently coupled up with is not gonna have your back like that, then y'all don't need to be together. I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all don't need to be together, because if you don't truly feel that your partner is gonna have your back in sickness and in health, then what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? So we then see Megan. Megan is once again, Lord have mercy, she's resistant to the process. And she's saying that when she has these moments of jealousy, that she starts to spiral. And Haley, she's talking to Haley, and Haley was like, I'm very go with the flow. I do like things done a certain way, but I'm very go with the flow. They talk about the concept of having children, and Haley does not want children. She said no. She said because the thought of birthing a baby scares the bejesus out of her. Megan, on the other hand, wants kids, and it's like, I'll have them for you. I'll have the kids. So Haley wants her and her partner to have a united front when it comes to all things. And they have a good conversation. There was a little bit of vibing there. I think if Megan just finds somebody that is interested in her, I think she'll be okay with the process. So let's get to the cocktail party, the second one. So we see, this is where Bridget got on my fucking nerves. So then we start off with Marie and Mel. So they get into it because, now, again, I think I got some names wrong. I put these people's names on here because now that I'm looking at my notes, I think I got some stuff wrong. But Marie and Mel are going back and forth about not taking the process serious or whatever. But then we see Dana say that Mel hasn't talked to her at the party, and she feels that Mel is playing games. And I'm like, do you? I don't think Mel is playing games at all. I honestly and truly don't. I think that Mel is just a very laid back, chill person. She said she was very melodrama, and I think that she's going with the flow. So Megan is over to the side, low key crashing out with AJ about how she can't come back if Dana is her partner. I think if Dana is potentially messing around with somebody else. And I'm like, Megan, girl, go get you some water because I feel like Megan is not going to work my nerves throughout this entire process. Megan, you are not going to work my nerves with this. You are in the process now. You're in it. If your partner, who's her partner? Dana, if she does go out and she starts messing around with somebody else, then it wasn't meant for y'all. It wasn't meant for y'all. So then we see Bridget. Bridget's at the cocktail party and she's clocking that she is not the only person that AJ is checking for, right? So Bridget is over to the side and she's telling Pilar, well, this is interesting because AJ is making everyone feel like they are the one, and I don't know if this is a performance or if this is real. She made me feel like I was the one for her. And she's over there laughing and talking with Marita. It's bullshit. I said, not you being jealous. Like, Bridget. Because Bridget is not going to get on my nerves, y'all. I promise you. Like, don't be no hater like that. That shit is lame. That's lame, that's lame, Bridget. So, like, why did you think when y'all are all here dating around that AJ was gonna solely be into? Look at your hair. Let's get to the choice, okay? So it starts off with Bridget being a hater, as only a hater can, okay? So Bridget starts off by saying, "My week has been emotional and uncertain. Been connecting with AJ, and I wish I would have gotten more of the real AJ." AJ was having the same conversation with multiple people. Multiple people. Multiple. Yeah, because we're all compatible in some shape or form. And if I have other connections, that just proves that the process is processing. There have been things that have been happening during these dates. Everyone is talking about the intensity, the passion that they're getting from you. It's giving salty, Bridget. It's giving salty. But, you know, I thought I was the only one that you were making feel this way, but it's everyone. So over to the side, oh, sour face Polaris over there. Yes, nobody wants your ass either. Like this, I don't like this type of shit because what you just did, Bridget, was you made everybody that AJ really did have a connection with start to second guess. Just because she ain't fucking with you, don't do that. That was so lame. So we then see Marie curved AJ a little bit and was like, now I'm starting to second guess, our connection. And so Bridget and Pilar are over there looking like haters, as only haters can. So Marita said that she is, was it Marita said that she's second guessing AJ right now because of what she is hearing. Marie, okay, yeah, it was Marita that said she was second guessing it. Marie curved AJ a little bit and said that AJ was having Marie get so vulnerable that it was uncomfortable a little bit. And that's what Bridget and Pilar were smirking at. Marita said that she is now second guessing AJ. And Marita, I think the fact that you said that you were second guessing AJ based off of what everybody else was saying is why she didn't pick you. So Marita chooses AJ still. Bridget, oh, sour puss ass looks salty. Marie chooses AJ. And I was like, girl, you just said, okay. You just said that she made you uncomfortable, but whatever. So Marissa chooses Marie. I'm sorry, AJ chooses Marie. I was like, AJ chose Marie. What? I was shocked. I did not think she was going to pick her. I thought for sure she was going to pick Marita because we did see more conversations with Marita than anyone else. We honestly and truly did. So we get to episode 3, which is called The Choice. Okay. So we're picking up back with AJ doing her pick. And this is where she actually does pick Marie over Marita. And AJ said, look, I can see myself marrying Marie one day. Marita's pissed. Mel is pissed. Bridget is pissed. Pilar is pissed. Brittany's pissed. Because how can you come on here and say, after being an ultimatum receiver, that you can see yourself marrying this other heifer? Ooh, y'all be playing in y'all partners' faces on here. So Marita said that she was following her heart, and she had less dates with everyone because she was focusing on AJ. She now feels robbed of the experience. She feels stupid. Well, I didn't mean for you to feel stupid, and that was never my intention. If something like that did happen, it wasn't my intention. The things I felt for you, I felt for you. It's just that right now I feel for someone else. Marita feels that AJ was telling her what she wanted to hear just to stay at the top of the list. AJ doesn't feel that way. I will say this, Marita, if you made the decision to not move around and converse with everybody else and get to know everybody else, that is not AJ's fault. The purpose of these dates is for y'all to connect with everybody. You're attracted to AJ, you feel for AJ, and that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't say that your experience was ruined because AJ picked somebody else. AJ never told you to put all your eggs in her basket. You know what I mean? So we then see Pilar is giving her comeuppance, or she's giving her giving Bridget and Kyle their tens. But Pilar picks Kyle. Bridget rolls her eyes and I said, thought you had a friend, didn't you? Y'all sitting there being messy and shit. You worried about everybody else's connection. You should have been focusing on Pilar. Pilar picks Kyle, and I laughed. I did. I'm not going to even hold y'all. I laughed. Bridget chooses Ashley. Haley, is it Haley or Hallie? Hallie chooses Megan. Mel chooses Dana. And by default, Brittany and Marita are put together. And now it's time to start the trial marriages, okay? So we start off with our new couples, and we have Dana and Mel. So Dana said, it is so hard hearing your ex call somebody else amazing. You just did the same thing. I love watching The Choice where they're going around and they're like, I picked so-and-so because they make me feel seen and I feel love with them and vulnerable. But then when your partner, like you're doing this in front of your partner, but then when your partner does it about somebody else, y'all be just ready to melt into yourselves. Dana, you did the same thing. So Dana feels that she didn't make the right choice with Mel, and said if they are both honest about this situation and honest through this process, then they can learn a lot about themselves and a lot about each other. We then see AJ and Marie. Marie said that she is sorry for the pile on AJ, that she received at The Choice. Like they're vibing right away. And I do like them together. I just thought for sure AJ would be with Marita. I did. We then see Brittany and Marita, and Marita is excited, okay? She said that she's relieved that her first choice was not available, and she believes that everything happens for a reason. I think that Marita now realizes that while she did want to be with AJ might have been the safe choice for her, and that's why she was so stuck on her. But she's excited to move forward. Brittany don't say she's excited though. I tell you that. We then get Ashley and Bridget. So Ashley does not think that AJ ruined Marita's experience at all. She said that Marita, who is her partner, Marita goes all in, and this is what typically happens with her. So Bridget hates that she pushed Pilar and Kyle together. And she said that, they have such chemistry. Now she don't know what she did. Bridget, I don't care because you a hater. Kyle and Pilar, meanwhile, are over at the apartment, and Pilar said that the elephant in the room is How am I supposed to shit in front of you? It takes me 6 months to get into that. um, Pilar was funny. I will say this. You can tell that Kyle is nervous. Kyle is a little uncomfortable with all of this, but I do like that Pilar made Kyle feel a little more reassured. Okay. Pilar was able to calm Kyle down, and they ended up having like some cute conversations throughout this scene where they were talking about electric toothbrushes and like, do you sleep with socks? That's weird, that type of stuff. Okay. So we see Hallie and Megan. Hallie is saying that she snores. Megan talks in her sleep. Hallie was like, well, shoot, sometimes I talk back to people in this. Hallie is funny to me, okay? Hallie's funny to me. So the next morning, Brittany wake up. She's going through it. She's reeling. She's going through the motions. She doesn't know what to do. She's crying because she feels like she's losing grips of everything she loves. Why did I bring her here? She wasn't supposed to love anybody. I brought her here because I just wanted to, I don't know, I guess scare her a little bit, but I am preparing myself to leave alone. Look, if you're preparing yourself to leave alone, then you don't have AJ the way that you think you have AJ. Again, you made this decision, Brittany, to bring AJ on this show where AJ is single and AJ is going to be dating everybody. You made this decision. It's so hard for me to feel bad for these people on this show when the ultimatum giver brings somebody on here and the receiver ends up linking up with somebody else. I mean, you wanted the process. Do the process, okay? So that was episodes 1, 2, and 3. Let me know what you guys felt about these first 3 episodes. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.